India is all set to roll out the red carpet for Jordanian King Abdullah II, who will be visiting New Delhi today. The two nations are expected to sign a slew of strategic agreements in the field of defence, security and investment. Prime Minister Modi and King Abdullah II are also expected to address a counter-terror and de-radicalisation meet. Other than that, during his three-day visit to New Delhi, he will also give a special address on Islamic heritage and promotion moderation. The Jordanian king will also meet the top business CEOs during the Jordanian Indian Business Forum. His visit comes following Prime Minister Narendra Modi's short touchdown in Amman a fortnight ago. King Abdullah had accorded special honour to Prime Minister Modi during his West Asia tour. Less than 3 weeks after they meet in Amman, Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India and King Abdullah II of Jordan are set to hold talks again, this time in New Delhi. The king had lent a Royal Jordanian helicopter to ferry Prime Minister Modi to and from Ramallah on what was the first ever visit to Palestine by an Indian premier. And continuing with his outreach to West Asia, Prime Minister Modi will host the monarch over 3 days, during which both sides are likely to boost defence and counter-terrorism cooperation. WION's Ramesh Ramachandran has more details.
West Asia is in a flux again. On the one hand, Trump's decision to move the United States' embassy to Jerusalem has sparked anger across the region. On the other hand, the Sunni Arab world and Israel see the Shiite Iran as a common threat. Then there is the crisis within the Gulf Cooperation Council over Qatar and the war in Yemen. West Asia is a veritable minefield, but tensions between Saudi Arabia and Jordan have just complicated it. Jordan, which signed a peace treaty with Israel in 1994, cannot turn its back on the Palestinian cause. King Abdullah II of Jordan is the 41st direct descendant of Prophet Muhammad and the custodian of holy sites in Jerusalem, including Al-Aqsa Mosque. Also, a large number of Jordan's population comprises people of Palestinian origin, not to mention millions of Palestinian refugees. At the same time, Jordan cannot afford to antagonize the Saudis or the Americans, especially at a time when its economy is not doing well. A highlight of the Jordan king's visit will be his address on Thursday to Islamic scholars on promoting understanding and moderation, a subject close to his heart. Jordan sees itself as the face of moderate Islam and considers India's syncretic culture, diversity and tolerance worthy of emulation by the world. For its part, India sees Jordan as an oasis of stability in a conflict-ridden region and a partner in counter-terrorism and de-radicalization. The monarch has been at the forefront of the global fight against terrorism. He has instituted what is known as Aqaba meetings, named after the only coastal city of Jordan, to promote understanding and dialogue. India participates in the Aqaba process. Ashok Sajjanhar, a former Indian diplomat, says that King Abdullah has established himself as a staunch opponent of Takfiri ideology, the so-called radical practice of declaring one's enemies to be infidels, which has earned him wide respect and support around the world. King Abdullah and Prime Minister Modi will also release the Urdu translation of a book written by the monarch's first cousin, Prince Ghazi bin Muhammad, entitled A Thinking Person's Guide to Islam, the Essence of Islam in 12 verses from the Quran. India and Jordan are keen to sign a defense framework agreement. Their maiden bilateral security dialogue was held in July 2016, and the second meeting will take place later this year. Cooperation in cyber security and information technology, pacts in healthcare, culture and mass media, and a twinning agreement between the cities of Petra in Jordan and Agra are also on the agenda. Ramesh Ramachandran, WION.